This tutorial is to reiterate what you learned today regarding measurements in SketchUp. As you see, I already deleted Stan from the screen just so that I can clearly show you a few measurements I'm about to make. So I'm going to get the line tool, also the pencil tool, and I'm going to start by creating a line in a direction. Once you've started creating a line in a direction, so you've clicked once and now you're just dragging, you're going to let go of your mouse, and if you look at the bottom right corner, you can see that this line right now is a little over 20 feet. Well, I'm going to go ahead and type in just 20 and press return and see what happens. Wow, let me zoom in on that and see what happened. So SketchUp just made a line that was 20. But SketchUp defaults to 20 inches. So 20 inches is only, it's not even 2 feet. So it's about 1 foot and 8 inches. So if I want it to be 20 feet, so let me go this way instead. If I want it to be 20 feet, again, I just give it a direction and let go. Right now it's 1 foot 8 inches. And I just put 20 for 20 and the apostrophe and press return. Whoa. So you can give SketchUp all sorts of dimensions. Like if I want this one to be maybe 60 inches, just type 60 and press return. And maybe this one over here I want to be 8.5 feet. So as you see, I put an apostrophe. And I could make this one maybe 7.5 feet. Oh, as you see, that was actually on accident. I forgot to put the apostrophe, so it only made it 7.5 inches. That's okay, I'm just making random lines. This one, let's try 7.5 feet. Return. And you might wonder, well, does it have to be in inches and feet? What if I wanted to make it in meters or centimeters? You could actually do that as well. I'm going to take this over here and say I want this to be 7 meters. So let's put 7m. And I want this one to be 80 centimeters, 80 cm. And finally, I'm just going to go ahead and join them right here. So as you see, if you just give it numbers, you can make exact measurements. Feet is an apostrophe. Inches, you don't have to do anything. You could put the quotation mark, but you don't have to do anything for inches. And you can also use meters and centimeters as well in this program. All right, well, does it work with push-pull? Well, you already know the answer to that. It absolutely does. But let me start with a rectangle. So if I want to make a rectangle with a certain dimension, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to give it a direction. I could maybe give it this direction, or this one, or this one. Could even sometimes figure out how to make it stand up straight. I'm going to give it a direction and type in, as you see right now, it's 14 feet, 7 1/8 inches, comma, 10 feet, something. So I'm going to make this one 14 feet, look in the bottom right corner, comma, 10 feet, and press return. And maybe I want to make another rectangle. Give it a direction, 4 feet, comma, 8 feet. Return. And this one, give it a direction, maybe 2 feet, comma, 6.5 feet. Return. So I've made 3 rectangles, and if I push-pull them, I can also give it a height as well. So it's starting at 0. Click once, give it a direction, so move up a little bit, and I want to make this 8 feet. Press return. I want to make this one maybe 3 feet, and this one, I want to make it 12 feet. Well, what if I wanted to make them all the same size? Is there a faster way? Absolutely. So I'm going to click here and give this one 3.5 feet. Oops, I forgot to give a direction, so 3.5 feet. And SketchUp's going to remember that. So all I have to do is double click. I could even double click on this shape over here. And it made them all 3 5.5 feet. They're all the same height. It's a pretty cool shortcut. One more thing is that it also works with really any shape you're going to create. So if I'm going to make a circle, circles work with radius. So if I click, I can give it a radius of maybe 4 feet. And then if I double click, it will also go up 3 feet. Pretty cool. When you do push-pull, like right now, if I put my mouse on top of this building, as you see, the distance is 0 inches. If I click and I say that's too far, I want to make it go down 6 inches. I could just give it a direction, press return, double click, and each of the objects will be pulled down 6 inches. And with that, that's your lesson on measurements.